Good evening and welcome to Universal Spiritualism. Tonight we have the wonderful Nico and his guides and inspirers, collectively known as Noah. Noah speaks through Nico, who has already gone into a deep trance. And so without further ado, I will bring them on stage now. Good evening.
Greetings to you, my dear. Once more, our gratitude for providing us this platform so that we may be heard. And greetings to all who have joined us this evening. You too are offered our humbled gratitude, my dear ones. The sacred crux, my dear ones. The sacred connector is vulnerability. Many in your realm become preoccupied through their perception of pain, discomfort, misunderstanding. Or each emotion live through those experiences feel unfamiliar to you. It is the vulnerability that each of you experience through the experience of the pain and discomfort. That feels both unfamiliar and familiar. And yet, as each of you are consumed with grief, anger, pain, vulnerability is often overlooked. And yet, that is the true connector. It equalizes each of you, one in physical form, and the essence within that form. And it is through this sacred vulnerability that the collaboration to our realm is possible. So as many of you turn from those experiences which you perceive may unfold through heartache and pain, I urge each of you to embrace those very same moments. For the lessons are profound. It is not merely your highest essence learns through the wisdom each of you accrued by feeling and living and experiencing pain, but it experiences and learns even greater once each of you embrace vulnerability. Once each of you deem it as the connector. This is where the greatest growth occurs. For your highest essence, for your essence within your form, and for you, the physical mind. For those of you who are undergoing transformation, who are continuing your development, your practices, your surrender and the silence in order to connect even more powerfully to your essence, to the essences who assist you in our realm. Understand As you approach the sacred connection, offer that vulnerability. Do not place expectations or demands. Do not seek popularity. Offer your hearts truthfully, with purity, and with said vulnerability. And I assure you, the connection will seem effortless. For it is not your thoughts, your expectations, your reward that we connect with. It is that frequency within that vulnerability, the frequency that has always resided within your hearts, which also explains why pain cuts so deeply. When each of you experience these painful moments, it is stored within the vibration of your hearts. Trust in it, my dear ones. By remembering there is a purpose for each experience each of you undergo. And do not allow your human minds, your pride, your ego to question not only those moments, but your self-worth. Embrace each moment, my dear ones. For each moment is a blessing, an honor, and an opportunity for growth. Much honor to each of you for your courage. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you for those words. If I can say hello to a few people, we have Rosalind, hello, Paula, Suicide Bottom, Elena, Sarah Parkhouse, Dana Clay, Amanda Parker, Julie Rampton, Angel, Pamela Stewart, Helen Marie Richardson, Sarah Parkhouse, Charlene Shaz. Got quite a few new people on tonight. Katie Newkirk, hi Rish, Laura Jones. Laura Jones is saying not sure how these joint sessions work. As Nico is in trance and his guides and inspirers know I was speaking through him, he can't see the comments. So I'm just purely here to read the comments for him. Okay. And if people have questions about the spirit world that you would like to ask Noah, then now is the perfect time to ask. And Dana Clay, Dana always comes on with some really deep and really interesting questions. So let's start with Dana. Oh, hello to as well, and Elizabeth Jones and Evelyn as well. So to start us off, Dana asks, could you explain more about soul families and their role in our soul growth in this timeline? Thank you very much.
My dear, in order to answer that question, we must first dissect, if you will, your focus on this timeline, as you say. Why should one perceive a singular timeline based on your awareness of this soul existence which you are aware of? Time, my dear, is an illusion. There is no boundaries, no barriers to existences. The relationships you deem closest to your heart. First, pause and ask yourself why. Hmm. Why is there resonance at a more profound level than others you are joined with along your physical journey? It is because, my dear, the soul families, soul mates, soul connections are inaccurately explained in your realm. If one, my dear, understands that each essence within physical form is pure energy, pure light, pure vibration, and understand, my dear, that that vibration emits at a level which at this time surpasses your comprehension. But imagine, my dear, that level so grand, so vast, so elaborate, that the vibrational frequencies intertwine throughout all realms, all dimensions, all timelines. Therefore, my dear, those who you consider soul families, soul mates, you are perceiving them one dimensionally through the identity you are aware of them within this current life. Allow me to assist you, my dear, to expand the mind. Take, for instance, your spouse. As you view your spouse as your spouse, you're not remembering that you are currently experiencing other realities with the same essence. Perhaps in another one, my dear, that essence is your mother. Perhaps you are its father, a child, a friend, perhaps even, my dear, a rival. The importance is not to view a singular relationship with the question of what is it you are benefiting, or what is it they are benefiting through this joint collaboration within this one physical journey. It is to honor the relationship, my dear, to recognize the lessons, the bittersweet of love, the confusion with change, the feeling of loneliness, even within the embrace, compared to the happiness, the joy, the laughter once felt. Changes, my dear, are what bring forth the greatest lessons. And honor the connection to the essence, for as you are noticing lessons to be learned, to be embraced, to be true to, there are also other lessons occurring throughout those different identities within their relationships. So that one essence, my dear, is connected with your essence over numerous existences occurring simultaneously. And therefore, the description of a soul family would be perceived accurate. If it is not, based on past existences, my dear, this is the perception in your realm. It is all the occurring existences. So if you, my dear, are a spouse, a father, a mother, a child, a friend, to the same essence, are you not its family? Soul mate. Perceived in your realm as that one superior relationship of the heart. And yet, the soul mate and soul family, not categorized as the same. For within each vital relationship, such growth is occurring. Is not love always the same underlining? And is that not why, through each relationship, parent to sibling, child, friend, loved one, none are immune to pain of the heart, as each are a connection of the heart. So as your minds perceive change, as your minds question, revert the thought to yourselves, my dear ones. Is this not your ego interfering? Or either reminding you in its own way the importance of keeping peace, if you will, maintaining your role. For if you provoke change, you may not be accepted. Understand, my dear, when another special essence enters one's life unexpectedly and causes an imbalance, if you will. This is not your mind, this is your heart accepting. And when one understands divine timing, when one remembers that it is your highest essence who's choreographing, if you will, your journey, and allowing those pivotal pieces, those other soul family, to enter precision, recognize their entrance as also being a vital, important moment along your own transformation. So when one's mind is attempting to rationalize, to dismiss, to hold on to what is familiar and what is expected, are you truly allowing your essence to transform as your highest essence wishes it to? I thank you, my dear one,
Thank you. And we have Tilly asking, what is your opinion on purgatory? Thank you.
My dear, allow me to ask you a question first. Is this concept not originated in your realm, my dear? Are these not words crafted by one in physical form? Is this concept, my dear, perhaps an intention to gain control by instilling fear? Allow me, my dear, to ask you a second question. As your breath, my dear, arrives within your physical form, do you perceive that when your breath exits your physical form, it does not retract as instantaneously as it emerged? One of the greatest challenges, my dear, in essence, within physical form experiences is the return home, my dear. The return to knowing, to remembrance, and most importantly, to the truth. For one in physical form, my dear, has endured many teachings, many lessons, many words, has been the victim of those in power who seek control, have been led to believe that even this particular form of communication, my dear, is dangerous. And yet I ask you, do you feel you are in danger as we speak? Does this one appear as if he is in danger? So the unraveling, my dear, of what is true or what is false is what constitutes a journey. And in order for one to accurately unravel, my dear, and remember its own truth, one must always ask thyself, why is one holding on to a belief as dearly as they are? Why is one allowing certain teachings to continue to hold control over them? Why is one fearing not only letting go of what they were taught, but accepting that which has not been spoken? And then one may question, if this is so confusing, tricky, if you will, how does one hear the truth? This is achieved, my dear, by listening within. For each of you already possess the truth, as each of you already possess the answers you seek. It is quite difficult to gain access to the truth through the lens of your physical form, which is distorted by all of its inaccurate teachings. Listen within, my dear, and you will find that guidance. I thank you, my dear one.
Tilly follows that up saying, I believe in it, and wondering for others who haven't lived a good life.
Repeat, my dear.
Tilly believes in purgatory, and she's just wondering what if there is for others who haven't lived a good life.
Yes, my dear. Belief, my dear, is also part of one's journey. For understand, we offer words, we offer truth, and yet not all who are receiving this transmission are intended to alter their journey at this time. For your journey, my dear, as everyone else's, is not yours alone. You are walking the path that your highest essence has cultivated for you to follow. So when one remains steadfast with their beliefs through their teachings of their realm, it is exactly as it should be at this time. For those lessons are what your highest essence is seeking to learn. This is why comparing one to another, judging another, dismissing another, is of your realm, is not needed, not required, not warranted. For none of you are privy to what that essence is experiencing, is learning, is believing. None of you are privy to understand what their highest essence seeks to learn, as each of you are still learning to remember what your highest essence is seeking for you to learn. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Amanda Parker asks, how do I stop fearing death?
My dear, why would you perceive, my dear, that death is a reality? Why, my dear, would you perceive that you in physical form are separate from your essence in our realm? Why would you perceive, my dear, that if your essence in physical form is indeed attached, if you will, to your essence in our realm, that once the physical form, my dear, is no longer, your essence perishes. The physical form, my dear, is what follows the timeline of your realm from beginning to end as it ages, as it transforms, as it endures and continues, is not the physical form of mirror of the essence, which continues, which transforms, which endures. The physical form, my dear, is merely a vessel with various definitions. The vessel in which your essence within it is able to travel, interact, engage, and experience in your physical realm. Also, the vessel, my dear, for our realm to transmit through it into your realm. When one grieves the loss of a loved one, it is because one perceived that that relationship was constructed in your realm. This is inaccurate, my dear. For your essence and theirs originated in our realm. And it was an honor to share a life experience with that essence. Even, my dear, a single kiss is a privilege. For the essence requires the physical form to experience that kiss. There is no death, my dear. There's merely a continuation. And as one perceives the loss of a loved one is final. Then I ask you, my dear, is one truly continuing to honor that essence? Their essence and your essence in our realm, my dear, is eternally connected. And as you are your essence in your physical form, while in physical form, my dear, you are able to still engage with the one you lost. Still feel their essence near. For it is all, my dear, through an energetic frequency. But once more, allow me to revert to the earlier words, the teachings of your realm, the religious institutions, the doctrines, the dogma, instilling fear in each, that they must seek salvation before the physical earth journey ends, for they shall not be granted access into the Creator's realm. And yet, my dear, I ask you, where does your breath return to? Why are you breath? What ceases? Why do you experience love so effortlessly? All indications, my dear, that you are eternally connected to the Creator, as each of you are. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. If I could ask people to keep commenting, because I can see by the numbers we've had a turnover of people, so I don't want to ask questions from people who are no longer there, especially when it's people asking for loved ones. So if I can just confirm if we've got, where's it gone? Sorry. Evelyn Colby would love to hear from her son.
My dear, I ask you, have you not already heard from his essence? Have you not received conversation within the dream state? Have you not heard his voice speak in your thoughts, my dear, as you thought of him? Have you not received his signs? And yet, why then, my dear, do you allow the mind to dismiss it all as imagination? His essence is still offering you proof, my dear, that he is with you, near you. And so why do you question? Hey, Mom. You feel me right now next to you? You feel me in your heart. You cry because it's familiar. You know it's me. You cry because you hear words. But Mom, you always feel me. Maybe not as strong as you're feeling me now. But I'm always near you. I listen to both your words and your thoughts. I know you miss me. I miss laughing with you. I miss hearing you laugh. Don't push it aside. Embrace what you feel, especially in the heart. Don't be afraid. Don't view your life as a struggle. I'm walking each step beside you, Mom. I got your back. I love you. I'll never leave you, just as you'll never leave me. My dear one, allow the gentle breeze across your face, the hand on your shoulder, the warmth in your heart, the lyrics of a song, all to serve as a loving reminder that your essence and the essence you know as your son is eternal, my dear. And therefore, just receive what is offered with the same gratitude and love it is being offered to you, my dear one. I thank you, my dear.
Thank you. We have Kayla Bosch, who's asking, would love to hear from my nanny, her grandmother, Evelyn.
My dear, a gentle essence as you remember. You adored her laughter as she adored yours. Yes, my dear. The sense of feeling free, of doing no wrong in her eyes, being accepted regardless. The question, my dear, remains, are you living your physical life with that same sense of freedom, my dear? Or are you worrying about acceptance? A very profound message she is offering you, my dear. As you never seeked acceptance through her eyes, or you knew, regardless of any words spoken or actions, she would always love and accept you. She is asking you, why are you not living your life that same way with all whom you've encountered? Hmm. Why live with caution, censorship, fear of how you may be perceived? Is that living free? She's asking. The essence, my dear, is always accepted, is always loved, is always encouraged, is always guided. Live your life as your essence, my dear, in order to be free. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Elaine Clara would love to hear from my big brother Mats. Have been missing him for 24 years, but now I feel desperate for his guidance and words.
My dear, allow me to ask you, why do you perceive that you feel desperate? Understand, my dear, when one feels they are experiencing their lowest moment, this is where there is the most growth, the most transformation, where one truly evolves, my dear, for there is much to learn. It is not a matter, my dear, of hearing his guidance and his words. What is helpful is to remember how he encouraged you, how he saw the best in you, and how he wished for you to view yourself the same. Is this, my dear, not what is lacking? Is this not what you miss? Is this not why you feel that you are at your lowest point? But as your love continues to be quite powerful, with the love of his essence, my dear, his essence is humbly and graciously coming forth once more to assist you in your time of need. Look at you, a mess again, doubting, confused, scared. You're braver than you think. You have more love to give. You have confidence, but sometimes you just have to be reminded of it again. Some things never change, but that's what makes you you. You got this. Just like you've gone over all the other hurdles. You're just making it to appear impossible. But what is a life if not for the experiences? The life is what gains confidence, what reminds you of who you are. I'm still with you, still guiding you, still trying to talk sense into you. And I still believe in you. That never stopped. You believing in yourself stopped. That's a shame. Because you're better than you think you are. You're stronger than you think you are. You're more amazing than you think you are. So chin up. Remember who you are. And love yourself. Always love yourself. Imagine for a moment, my dear, there's essence, there's energy, there's vibration, embracing you, a powerful hug. This is what you are feeling, my dear. Allow this hug to remain with you as you continue your journey, navigating through what you perceive as the perils. I assure you, my dear, with that love, that embrace, that comfort, that encouragement that you feel, you will come through wiser and transformed and even more loving. Do not fear, my dear. Welcome it. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for joining us. Unfortunately, it is time now to give over to Noel for some final words before we finish our session tonight.
Gratitude once more, my dear. And our gratitude and love to each of you. Remember, my dear ones, it is that which you do not see, that which you do not contemplate, for you cannot see. That which is not tangible, that which is not able to be analyzed, which offers you pure love, which offers you remembrance, which offers you truth. And in the parallel, my dear ones, that which you can see, that which is tangible, that which is proven in your realm, does not offer you discomfort, confusion, and fear. So ask yourselves why that is, my dear ones. In a realm where you seek proof, that realm offers you the greatest discomfort. And in our realm, which will not offer you that which you seek, that which you demand, that which you expect, but will offer you feeling, energy, and love. Never hurts. And it has truly been an honor, my dear ones. And we are gracious for this opportunity. I thank you, my dear ones.
Thank you, Noah. And while Nico returns from his trance state, just to fill you in about what's happening tomorrow on online live psychic readings. At 10 o'clock, we have Amanda Jane. She's a new reader to the site. She started a couple of weeks ago. She's lovely. We've got Sheila at 3:30, Lainey with reading at 5, healing at 6, and then we've got Fulvia giving us a journey through the tarot. That's not readings, it's a talk session about the tarot. So if you want to know more about the tarot, pop along to that. It's on at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. If you want to catch things like that up, like the healing or the tarot on YouTube, or even watch us live on YouTube, just look at Find Me a Medium, and you'll find all our videos on there. If you want to know what the schedule is for the full week, then pop on to online live psychic. Yes, you can go on there because I will be posting it on there. The online spiritualist church services group also has the schedule featured at the top there, so you can go on there. Or if you want a daily list of about 50, 60 events that are on every day, different ones, obviously, you can subscribe for £5 a month and go through my website to get to that. Okay. So, hi, Nico. Great session.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining.
We had a lovely evening. Thank you ever so much, Nico. Okay, everybody, I hope you've had a lovely evening with us. Back next Sunday at the usual time of 9 o'clock. And have a great week. Thanks very much for joining us.